How's everybody doing today? This is Sam Morris, Pissed Rhino, doing another video. This video is going to be a little different. I'm going to give you some tricks of the trade and some information that you might need later on. But first, as you can see, my cutoff skills are excellent. And I cut off the tabs of the upper part of the Treal axle housing mount so that I could put on a Meus racing lay down servo mount. As you can see, I cut the tabs off inside there. Then you just mount the lay down mount on the two screws on your differential, and they give you longer screws, which you do need. So that's why I have stainless steel in the bottom and then the Meus black ones on top, because you can't not use them. You have to use them. So then I mounted my servo to the mount. I put in my long screw just to make sure all that was okay. And then I mounted it up to the steering linkage, and you got a smooth steering system. No interference. Just perfect. All right. So that's one thing. So I'll have two of those, one for the front, one for the back. You guys have seen me do this before, so should be pretty easy. Next I want to talk about drive shafts. As you remember, I told you I wasn't into the Treal drive shafts. Now this design is just like basically every other drive shaft made for the TRX 4M. It's just a square in between two U-joints. But then you have this slidey part. Now listen, if you can hear this. That is what I don't like. It's like sandpaper inside a Treal drive shaft. I found this on others. I didn't expect Treal to be the same, so that's why I bought Treals. But I won't be using Treals. I'll be using what I just ordered were GPMs. Now, I've used GPM in the past. Matter of fact, all my big builds have GPM drive shafts on them. Several reasons, and I'll show you them now. One, there's no sound, no hang-ups. They actually even oil that junction, which is smart. I mean, everybody should be oiling that. And that might make the Treals function a little better too. But the other reason I like the GPMs is they only allow the drive shaft to bend so much. And this amount is the amount you're allowed to have before it binds. See what I'm doing here? I can fully extend it and turn it. So these do not allow you to overextend, which in turn creates tons of problems. So if you look at the Treals, and this is the same as all the others, it'll go down to almost 100 degrees. And obviously if this happens, it's going to destroy your transmission gears. And why do I say that? Is because it's happened to me. On one of my first builds, I had a set of Enjoras, same design, different color. Probably made in the same factory, by the way, too, guys. You got to understand that these companies don't make all their own stuff. One factory will make all drive shafts, and then everybody will just put their names on them. Anyway, my point is that I put in plastic low gears in a transmission in a TRX 4M. I had drive shafts just like this, and it was lifted. So, and I didn't have anything to control how high it would go. So, if it was in the air, my drive shaft would come down, wheels way down here, and this can't turn. See how it wants to twist that way? What that does is that locks up your transmission and your gears instantly destroyed. Instantly destroyed. So there's no fail safe here. This little thing will lock up and it will destroy the transmission. If you got metal gears, it'll destroy, sorry for the whistling. It'll destroy your motor, pinion, all kinds of issues there. It could break your diffs, but not your diff, my bad. Everything in front, in between the motor and this, could be faulty, failure. So, I don't like that design, because if the GPMs won't allow you to overextend, and they're just a ball in a joint. There's no, and the ball is connected to the drive shaft, so there's only one junction between that ball and this piece. And it's just like your steering, your axle. At the end of your axle is the same type deal that goes into the C-hub. So this design has worked for many years. I'm not sure. I don't know if they went to this Treal style because that's more like a truck, a real truck. But it's a bad idea. So, I mean, if you want realistic, maybe you like that better, even though realistically the truck is not realistic to begin with. There's tons of unrealistic characteristics. So, if you want to save your motor and your gears, buy yourself a set of GPMs. And they're the only ones that make this design. Now, I don't know if they make it or who. I don't know who makes it. But GPM definitely puts their name on it. And it's the only place I found you can get this design drive shaft. They're a little more expensive. But like I said, if it saves you a set of gears, if it saves you a motor or even a pinion, I mean, they're worth it. They're $32 a set. And since I'm retarded and I go extended front, I use 2 of the rears. So right now I got like 6 fronts. If anybody ever needs a front drive shaft, I got plenty. And these Treals will probably end up in a giveaway at a later date. So look forward to that. You might get hooked up. What else? Next up, I want to talk. Let's see here. Which one is open? This one. Now I want to talk about links. Sorry, I'm not more prepared for this. I gotta cut this package open. Because I want to show you what I did and why I did it. And you're not gonna believe it. You're gonna think, why doesn't everybody do this? So here we go. Big trick, not trick, secret. We'll say secret. So here is a standard link from Treal. It's got mounting eyelets held in with rubber O-rings. It's very stiff and doesn't move much at all. So if you're trying to flex, you can get about, this much flex, but it's very difficult to get that flex. So you're not going to be able to use all this flex while driving just because the truck's not heavy enough. So what you do is you remove the O-rings. And when you remove the O-rings, you get this much flex. Try to do this in front of you. So with O-rings, hold that straight. And you get that much flex. With O-rings, that much flex. Without O-rings, you get this much flex. So that's like 200 times the amount of flex just by removing those O-rings. And in the Treals, the eyelets stay in. Some of the cheaper brands, the eyelets won't stay in, and you'll have to thread the screw through, holding those in place. But the Treals, they stay in place. You get 200% more travel, and it's free. That's a free thing you can do. So all you got to do is remove the O-rings. And what you do is, once you remove them, you put them on the hex driver you use the most, which for me is the 1.5. And you always know which one's your 1.5 because it's black instead of gold. So when you got a bunch of these, this is another tip. I'm weak. So when you got a bunch of these just laying out, you can look and see this is the 1.5. I need the 1.5. Which one is it? I have no idea. Yeah, I do. It's the black one. So that's another tip of the trade. If you're not removing O-rings, you can still put something on there. I would suggest anything that's a little bit different from all the rest so you can pick it out. So the one you use all the time, which on the TRX4M is the 1.3 and the 1.5 for me. Sometimes 1.27, but 1.5 is the most. And whenever I'm really working and not paying attention, it's easy to just pick up this one and know that it's the one I need. Another trick of the trade. So, one trick of the trade. Remove the O-rings from your links so you get 200% more travel, more flex. This will take you from flexing on 3 tires to flexing on 5 tires. And I know everybody loves their flex, so do this. You don't need flex blades. You don't need any of that cheap crap. And you'll flex higher than your buddy. Second, mark your darn screwdriver that you use the most, screwdriver, hex driver, whatever. It just makes it easy when you're really trying to get something done. Last, buy the ball socket type drive shafts instead of the U-joint style. I mean, it's just better. I mean, you might never have an issue with an Enduro or Treal or any of those guys. You may never have an issue. But if you do have an issue, it's going to be bad. So why risk it? So I buy these so I don't have to risk it. It's what I got on Mega Build. Let's grab Mega Build. It's the exact thing I have on Mega Build. Get to where you can. Where's the GPM? Why don't they say GPM? These do. Anyway, these are the exact same drive shafts. And I know they're GPMs because I bought it, but I don't know if it wears off or what. These don't have GPM on it. But you can see I can droop all the way on my 80 millimeter shocks. And I can still drive. It's hard to drive with one tire, but especially all-wheel steering. Anyway, so I can droop all the way, I can flex all the way, and I can still drive out of town. Anyway, these tires are so sticky. You hear that? So sticky. So, get that back up on the shelf. So use that type of drive shaft. I mean, you don't have to. You can buy an $11 set and it might work forever. But if you do have an issue, these are going to save you. What else? Cutting down the tabs. I just posted a video about cutting down the tabs, and that is so much easier with a Dremel. I was cutting them off with a pair of cutters, which isn't smart to begin with, but I broke the cutters. Even though they did work on the last couple builds, I ended up breaking them. So the Dremel, A+. I cut it with the metal cutting blade, and then I sanded it down just with a barrel sander, and it got rid of all the burrs, so they're all cleaned up and nice and no scratches. So what else, guys? The giveaway's going. I'm amazed that we've got a lot of people entering, which is great. The more the merrier. We got 27 entries right now, I believe. And that's growing, and I'm very excited about that. I love that people are getting involved with the group, and I love giving away stuff. It makes me feel good. So tell your friends, neighbors, post it on any groups you're in where there's any TRX4M content. I'm only in 3 TRX4M groups, so I posted it there, but if you're in any other groups, feel free to post it. Let's try and get as many people in as we can. We're already up to 111 subscribers, so we've gained 11 subscribers since I opened up this giveaway, which is great, guys. I'm just so happy that I'm getting people that are liking my little videos, and that we're gonna have some fun giving away prizes, and I've got 2 or 3 guys now that message me, and if they have any issues, I got one guy building a TRX4M, and he's got questions on the wheels and Furatech and transmission gears, and so if you have any questions about any of that, just send me a message. I hope I'm pretty cool to chat with, and I know this vehicle by the inside and out. Every screw, every nut, everything. I don't think there's anything that I could learn on the TRX4M platform, but actually, I guess I can learn. I mean, the links, my son's the one that told me about that. I mean, I didn't even think about it. I always used the ones with the plastic ends because the plastic will bend a little bit, giving you a little more flex, like on Mega Build. So I was always afraid to use this style because it didn't have the flexible ends. Well, when you remove the O-rings, you get even more flex. So I don't know, that's pretty cool. So I'm learning. Interested to see how the Endura shocks work. That's something else I'll learn, if Endura makes the good shocks. They don't look bad. They seem pretty good. I'm just used to mega shocks over there, so it's really hard for me not just to put mega shocks on everything, but um, it's not a good idea for a lot of builds. If you want to impress somebody and actually have an amazing crawling capability, then yes, mega shocks is pretty good for that kind of thing. But anyway, enough chatting for now. I guess I'll let you guys go, and you have a great day. And I'll be posting another video soon. I got parts coming in today, I think. So you'll probably see another video from me probably Monday. I'm probably going to spend the weekend with my family and relax a little bit. And then Monday, I'll probably do another video. So I will see you then. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Get all your friends to enter it. I will be drawing that next Thursday so that I can get it in the mail, and hopefully you will have it Monday or Tuesday. I always send priority mail because I can do it over my phone and it's easy. So get in the giveaway, pick your prizes. You never know how many I'm going to let you get. Based on how I feel. How about that? You'll get at least one or two. You're definitely getting one. You'll probably get two. But after that, I might give you 3. I might give you 5. If you say something that makes me laugh, you're probably going to get 5 or 6 items. Who knows? Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.